So we'll start from first. So what we are discussing? We are discussing regarding Bash. So we will understand few on Bash scripting. That's it. So before starting Bash scripting, we need to know some basic Bash files, which will be taken care of, which are the original Bash scripts only, which will be executed specific to user when it logs in, logs out, and overrides the global parameter. So those three files are you won't get like this ls. It should be hidden files, right? So ls minus al will give you. Those files are bash logout, which is used for executing commands when you log out. Okay, and bashasi is the file in which you execute some commands or script when you log in. Bash profile will update the environment variables. Any global thing that you want to override it. Example path. Use bash profile. Clear? So, and I mentioned like that whenever you create a user, these three files are created, and it is because of skeleton, and the skeleton is located at /etc skeleton. Yeah. So what I did now, I created one folder, and in that folder I created one file. That's it. So as per our concept, these files should be created whenever a new user is created, not the existing. New user is created. Now we'll add one more user add. Shashank. Spelling correct? Correct? Okay. Now go to /home Shashank. Type LL. Logs are there. Same skeleton has been applied here. Okay. So you can ask a question like that, how you can apply it on existing users. Not possible. It's a problem. Okay. So why this is required? Why this is required? That is a question. So you understood how this is came. So that is one question. Second question, when you give this answer, you will ask them why such a requirement? What is your answer?
Each user can execute those commands.
That's it. That's one thing. That's okay. Anyway, that's that. Not all commands can be executed by user. There are some specific users who will be given privileges. Sudo, you know, right? We are given some user specific to that particular user that we have seen that day, right? So such thing can be given to that user. So what happens is there are some administrative teams. What they make, they need not to use all commands, but they need to use all sort of this like 1, 2, 3, etc. Initial some commands that will be given to them. Some non-privileged users. That is compulsory. Okay. For that user, what you will do? You need to set some skeletons. And those skeletons will be in such a way that those commands will be executed by them automatically. No need to take tension over that. Because you won't be given root privilege to that user. You will be given only partial privilege, unprivileged means non-privileged one. Only few commands you can execute. But they don't want to execute like giving the complete path. Okay, all the steps. You don't need to take edit. Only they need to specifically edit it. So what they do, those commands will be given in the path bash profile, and what commands you need to execute will be given in bashasi. Getting my point? Okay, there are some. This is one practical example. This is only one practical example. Where we are substituting one user to execute some non-privileged commands, not giving any root privilege to him, but he can execute some commands with sudo. That's it. Also, second practical example. Previously, I mentioned whenever you log in to a system, it's a central system, and from where you will be logging into other systems. Okay. So, in order to make an understanding that who all users are currently logged in, who all users are working on that particular project, what all that users are doing, their execution commands and etc. Okay, that can be added in bash also. What happens whenever you write any command, there will be some central log. You write ls, it will be logged into there. You type rm, it will be logged there. You get my point? So whenever somebody can need to make some audit. So what they will do, they make a user audit. And then who has executed this remove? Something has screwed up somewhere. Okay, you need to find it out. How to find? This is the only way. So you need to maintain some skeleton for that. Then only you will be able to do that. Okay, it's not whenever a user joins it, you need to set up everything. This one for its bash rc bash logout every time you want to do that. That's a waste of time. What you will do? You add it in skeleton. Whatever you want to add it in skeleton. So whenever the user clicks off or your new user is added or new employees joining, all the properties will be inherited. Right? No need to waste time. That is one sort of scripting actually. One benefit of scripting. So these are bash files only. Bash profile, bash rc, and bash logouts are script files only.
Is it possible to like package and all external package?
Yes, you can. All sort of things you can. So this is the way you think. These are the practical examples. Whenever you work on it, you should think of that where the practical application comes in. This is I gave you one example. Pseudo I gave you like that. So understand that. Okay. So these are the basic files of bash. Whenever you write a bash script. Okay. Bash is nothing but is a shell created by Bone. The name is Bone Again Shell. He is creating again a shell. Bone is a person who invented bash. Why bash is so familiar or bash is so popular? Because some execution, some regular expression changes, some strings, star, question mark, etc., quotations, colon, all these have some specific meaning, which makes your script programming easy. That is the reason why bash is popular. You can execute a bash script in a normal shell also, sh. Or you can run it in any, there are a number of shells are there. SH, KSH, CSH, n number of shells are there. No, SSH is a shell. Don't consider SSH is a normal exit, just like working on this one. We log into the server using SSH. SSH is a protocol. Okay? SSH is a protocol, it's not a shell. Using that protocol, we are logging into shell. Clear? Okay. Because you are in that folder itself, you can run a bash from any one. So we'll take sample dot. There's a convention that you can use .sh for each and every scripting. Okay. Okay, sample.sh. So dot is not necessary that you should give .sh, but it's a convention normally. So the first line should be okay. Better you learn like this. I'll execute date, calendar, uptime. These are the three commands I'm running line by line. Save it and try to execute. Then how to execute this particular script? This is a script. Now this file is now a bash script. You know how to find the type of the script. Remember? File sample.sh. What does it give? It's give that this is a bash. How did it understood? It's a bash. How did it understood that? Is it because of .sh? We will move that one sample.sh to sample. Okay. Now no .sh. Now try file sample. Then also it is giving Bone Again shell. How Linux understood that this is a bash? I gave the answer long back, last week. That one, that is something different, not bash. You know what file command? You know why it is used. Okay. Now you tell me why file understood that it's a bash. Because of the first line. Because of the first line. Okay. If I change it, sample, it is bin bash. Okay. Now I change it to some other shell, bin sh, and now again type file. Now what is one? Now type changed. Now what is the change? Now type this is POSIX normal shell script. If you give bash, it is a bash script. So don't forget it. No? This is very important. So the first line of every script will be shebang and the path of your shell. So how many shell your system have? How to find that? That is also one question. What is the question? How many shells do you have in your Linux system? How to find that? Very straightforward system. Okay. So there is a file called etc shells. etc shells will give you what all shells are available. So you can use bash, bin bash, sh, or user bin sh, or user bin bash, whatever. And what is this shell? No login. Console access. User don't have console access, but user can execute some scripts by itself with user, but he cannot log into console. He cannot get this prompt. This prompt they won't get. Okay. Got it? So these are the shells where it is available. Currently, what shell I am using? You log into using SSH, you log into a console. What is that? Is it bash? Is it bin bash? Or it is only no login? Okay. How to identify that? That is also one question. That is also interrogation. You got my point? You want to execute something to kernel means you are prompting something to means it's a shell. So these are the available shell in which you are logged into some other shell. Your user will having one of the shell. Which is that?
You can find it using echo on the path.
Path will give you shell. Path won't give you shell. Okay, there is one environment variable called shell. Echo $shell. Which is that? Bash. Hey, don't forget this one. These are very, very important. These are very important means these are you should know it. Okay. So shell is a global variable. Shell is a global variable. We have already executed this one when we ran in etc password where we changed the shell. We did bash into sh and sh to bash, right? There we executed this command. That time. Okay. Now you got my point. Well, what it is. So shell is a global variable, environment variable, which will give you that what is the shell you are using. If you want to use to shell sh means you can use sh. No problem. Just type the bash name. Now you are in sh. Now type echo $shell. Now what is your still you are in bash, but you have switched to shell. If you want to switch to any shell, use that shell name. Why we are switching from shell? Is there any need? for our scripting for our ease only. I told you previously the usage. Somebody is very much popular, usable, very good at Bash. Normal old type of scripting, they won't use it. They are much more better comfortable with Bash. So they have to switch it. So somebody is using SH, they want to switch it to Bash, means use Bash. Just type command Bash. That will work. Okay. Okay. There is one more command which will give you what shell you are in. That we have not discussed. But you should know. This is also one question. Previously I told you, it's a one type of interview questions in shell. So you got one answer. Echo shell will give you what shell you are in. There is another command. $0. Echo $0. Echo $0 will give you in which shell. This is actually the right one. Now you switch to SH. Echo $0. What is your $0? SH. Clear? So never forget echo $0. Somebody asks when you type what is the output of $0 in your shell. This is one question. Whenever you go for an interview for a Red Hat based one, they will ask them, what is the output for $0? So you should be able to tell that it gives the shell in which I am logged in. That's it. That's the only thing they need to do. Now, one more I will tell you. Question mark. This is also one question, interview questions. You can write it down. Whenever I tell interview question, you just write it down with yours. Okay? The question is this. Say, just straightforward question. Nobody asks like that. This has two questions. I will ask one question. What is the relevance of dollar question mark? They will ask like that. What is the relevance of dollar question mark in shell scripting? What is that? Do you understand anything? No? It gives you 0. Right. 1 second. Now you got some error. Now what is the dollar question mark? It's 2. Okay, I will do one thing. Another thing. LS. Okay, LS. Again $0. I got 0. Again, I will do like this. Now take echo question mark. Now it is something else. You can find any similarity or any conclusion? This is 0. This is 0. Find the similarities. And this is 2 and this is 127. So dollar question mark is giving some other numbers. What does it indicate? Then think and tell me. If you think and tell me, then I can guarantee that you will pass. You can crack your interview. Shashank.
Use the number of counts.
What counts?
Count of the logging. Shell logging.
Then why it is 0 here and why it is 0 here? What is counting here? Okay, I will tell you. When you type echo $0, you got output, right? SH. Then you type echo question mark, you got 0. When you type ls, you got some output. Then you type echo question mark, you got 0. When you type lsqwe, you got error. You got error. When you type question mark, you got some other value. When you type L space else, even the command not found. Here the command is there, but the parameter is wrong. Here the command itself does not exist. Then you got 127. Now you can make something.
Error.
The dollar question mark is the error detector or the success detector. Okay, this is success command. Since the last command is success, your question mark will be 0. So question mark means it is success or not. Question mark, success or not. So it will give you 0. 0 means success. Any value other than 0 means it's a failure. Clear my point?
It should be different numbers.
It will. There are a few numbers are there. 0, 1, 2, 3 till 1, 0, 2, 4 numbers are. Okay. These are exit codes. We call this as exit codes. Exit codes means what is the output you are getting after exiting that particular command or script. Exit codes. If the exit code is 0, it means success. If the exit code is this one, it means it is a warning. If it is an error or something cannot, any error, any normal error will be exit code. This one, and which is irrecoverable error. That cannot be recoverable. LS cannot be recoverable because there is no command called L spaces. There is no command called L. Here what happens? There is a command ls which can be repairable. Okay, only change the parameters of ls. It will come to success. Here no way to success. No way to success means it will be always 127. Getting my point? Utter nonsense. Utter nonsense is always 127. And error means normal error will be 2. And 1 is actually warning. Warning I cannot give you here. Okay, warning comes as some commands you are given logical error is there. Instead of string you have given numbers, or instead of numbers you have given some string, or instead of or making you have given and operation. Such logical values will give you a confusion to the commands. That is tends into warning. That is not an error. Okay, it's a situation. That's it. It doesn't give you an error. It is just we call as a warning. So remember these exit codes. These are so question marks will give you the exit code or the result of the success maker or the success counter. You can call it anyone. It's a success finder. Whether the last command is success or not. If it is success, it will be 0, and other than success, it is a failure. So you can give the explanation like this. So we have exit codes, and exit code 0 means success, 1 means warning, second is error, and not recoverable or repairable command is 127. Okay. Rest you can just search it out. What are other exit codes? These are the basic exit codes. Okay, this is very important. Why? In scripting, we have to use this. Why? Where does this comes in? We have executed some commands. Only the success of that particular command only we need to execute the second command. Condition, right? So we will be using this in conditions. Clear? So before proceeding, so this is a bash file. So sample is a bash file. I created a bash file called sample, right? So vi sample date val time is there. Now how to run this? That is where we have stopped it. How to run this script? So there are two ways are there. For running any script, that script must be executable. Here, you know how to make it executable. How to make it executable? How to make it executable? Last class. How to make it executable?
Okay. Slash.
Permission. Change the permission to executable. Right? Don't forget. Right? You have to link that. You think on that. Okay. Otherwise, you will not reach anywhere. Please. Okay. Change mode. Yes. CH mode. So CH mode, either use +X or A + X or 755. 755 and give sample. So now it is makes sample, and the color may also change. Now you can execute this one. So you can execute, either make it executable. So how to run this? /sample. Why /? / is always used to indicate the current file, current location file. So you cannot use .sample. .sample means it's something different. .sample is a file. If you want to execute that file, you need to use /. Okay, now run it. It has executed the date, it has given the calendar, and it has given the uptime also. For past 6 days, it is up. Clear? Now I will use this command in my bash RC. So .bash RC, at the bottom, I will execute this one. Okay. I mentioned you the first method. First method is changing the permission and execute it. And if the permission is not there, you want to run it. How to run? Whether you will be able to run? Leave it. How to run? That's it. When you are executing any script, it can be executed using shell, right? So shell itself is a command. sh is a command, bash is a command. So you can run this shell script using bash sample. You will have this command. You can run this command using sh. Then also you will get the same output. So this is the second method. Okay, whenever a submission is not required. This is okay. Clear? So using the bash or sh, you can run the file. Now go to bash RC. Now go to bash RC. I am executing this in bash RC. How to run this? .sh or sh.sample, right? Or sample.sample. No. sh sample. What does it mean? Or bash sample. So what I'm doing? I'm running that command in my current folder. So what I will do? I will try to execute this. So I told you bash RC itself is a bash script, which runs commands as well as other commands, other scripts. Now I am running other scripts. Okay, now I log out from this. Okay, Shashank, I didn't set a password for Shashank. Okay, what I will do? I will set password for Shashank first. How? Go to sudo su root and I will set password for Shashank. SHANK. And what is the password? I give quert 123. Maybe it is giving quert 123. So it will update. Now you are updated. Now how to switch to Shashank? Either you log in using SSH Shashank or I can switch to Shashank. How? Switch user. Switch user minus Shashank. Login. It will ask for password. Quert 123. When you logged in as Shashank, now you are as Shashank. Clear? But it has executed few commands, right? Date, calendar, and uptime. So it came from bash RC. It came from bash RC. Yeah. Now you want to execute something that when you log out, bash underscore log out. You go there and you are executing something. Last time I just did echo bye bye. Okay, so whenever you log out, you want to execute some uptime when you log out. You can run at that time also. Uptime. Run it. Now I log out. How to log out? Either use logout command, you will log out, or otherwise Control D. Control D also will be logged out. Bye bye. Uptime. So you got my point? Now we will see the third point. Now we'll see the third point. What is bash profile? Bash RC we see, bash logout we have seen. Now we'll see bash profile. Okay. Correct. 1, 2, 3. Now you have logged in. Now what is there in bash profile? You can see on the scan. Few things are there. Already there is a path. I want to change this path. So what it is doing? $path is equal to, sorry, path is equal to $path / $home. Home is a variable which gives you the home folder of your, it's a dynamic variable. Whenever you are logged into one user, the home will be your home folder. User is a dynamic variable. Whenever you logged into as a user, the name of the user will be, you know that, no? See, echo dollar user. Sorry. Echo dollar user. What is your user? Shashank. Now I am in EC2 user. Same command. Echo dollar user. What is my user? EC2 user. You got the difference, right? So user is a dynamic variable. Even though it is an environment variable, it's a dynamic variable which switches from users. It tells according to the user you have logged in. Now I again log into session. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Now we'll go to bash profile _ profile. So what is there for path? Path is an existing path. And from where this path comes from? This comes from root. Original path. Adding with my home folder /home.local bin. Also /home bin. It is already there. So whenever you execute a $path here, hit echo $path. So it will give you this complete thing. And also home /local bin and user bin. /home user bin. So that is a new one. So what I did, now I told you I can override the path. Okay, I don't want this path. I just change this path. I'm commenting this. You know what comment is? So in script, hash is the comment except for first one. Not here in will bash. Whenever you use exclamation, the meaning of hash changes. Whenever you use exclamation, the hash will prompt the bash, the command that you have given. Okay, so what I'm doing now, I just use equal to blank. I don't want your root path. I want my path. Okay. Now I logged out and I logged in. You logged in as Shashank. LS not working. PWD, it is there. Hopefully, good. Then W, no such file at what happened? You screwed up something. Right? Right, man? You screwed up something. So now I am trying to switch to root. Okay. SU is not there. What should I do?
That particular user doesn't have the options to run this.
No. What I have did, I changed the path of my user. I changed the path of my user. So my path is lost. Now you are in a location that you are just like isolated person. You are in the what you call a jungle, or you don't know the path. Right? Exactly, na? This is what you call a screwed up. You change the path, and you are lost. So how to recover?
Can you need to edit?
Okay. You need to edit. How to edit? vi.bash _ profile. VA command is not there. Okay. I want your answers. Yeah. Now what?
We need to log on and log into root.
That is one thing. That's right.
Log out.
Obviously correct. But I want to recover myself. VS sudo won't work with user one. See, no command. No command you can execute. User bin command won't be there. User local bin command won't be there. And how to recover? Once you set the path, it will work. Correct, no? At least you can have VI with you. How to set the path? That is the answer. How to set the path? Path equal to user bin at least. Okay, now path is there. Now type ls there. Now go to bash profile. Here, oh, I have got my path. Comment it and use you uncomment it. Okay, this is not enough. Still, you are not completed with all commands. Some commands are not working. Right now, some commands will not work because user local bin, when some file commands will be there in user bin, some commands will be there in user local bin like that. Okay, still you are not recovered. So you need to use a command for source bash underscore profile. Okay, why I'm telling now you type echo here $path. What is your output? What is your output? User bin only. No other user local bin, user bin, S bin, nothing. So in order to make it function with what your bash profile is there, you need to use source command. So in order to execute any, make it your profile or bash RC or logout to make it effective then and there, you use source command. The source command is used for invoking environment variables instantaneously. Instantaneously. The source dot bash underscore profile. Okay, it executes everything. We will log out and log in like that. See, your bash RC also executed. So it means that your complete RC has been recovered. Now you write ls, vi, everything it will work. Now echo path also. So $path. Okay, here what happens? There is one problem. It cannot recover what is there with the global. This is okay. What you have changed? Now you have executed path. I already set a user bin, and that path has been added your home session bin with what is there in the profile. Still, your this one is not correct. Even though I reverted the bash profile, I use the source, but my complete path is not recovered. Now, how can I recover? Your first point. Now, how can you recover? You once log out and log in. So once you log out and log in, what happens?
Refresh.
Refresh. It will refresh. Now try to log in again. Where 1, 2, 3. Your all executed commands will be there. And now type echo $path. You will get everything. Clear? So what all changes you make that will be in that session. That is what you need to understand. It's not permanent. Unless you write it in a file, it is not permanent. Okay. Previously, what happens? I edited the file and logged out and logged in. So that is a permanent change. Otherwise, what all things you make with the environment variables? You can play with environment variables in the session. When you take a new session, it's new environment variables. It will take from bash RC and bash profile. This concept don't forget. Okay. Okay. Conceptually, bash RC and bash profiles are same. You can do the same thing in bash RC also. Path. You can change it. No problem. But normally, conventionally, don't do in bash RC. Better go for profile. Okay. So scripting all these, why this file is read only, even though you have executed permission. That's what you told LSAT. No? You can check LSAT. No, not immutable. Then why I am not able to access?
You logged out session without saving.
No. You are already in session. You are live. Tell me, Janathan. Yes. The answer is with you, in front of you.
Directly. It's not in root.
It is with root. Superuser. You cannot edit, that is already with superuser. How to change to root? To session. Because I am session. Who am I? Sorry. Who am I? I am Shashank. What user I am? I am Shashank. And I have one file created by sample by root. And it is in my directory. So I can't edit it. So if I want to edit, I need to change it to my user. Shall I change to user here? How to change? Ch own ownership. Ch own Shashank and Shashank. First one is user, second one is group. Okay, and sample. Will it work? Will it work? It will not work. Operation not permitted. Why? Because of it is the ownership is root. Root ownership you cannot change. Only root can change. So go to root, change it to Shashank. That is the only way. No other way. So sudo su minus go to / home Shashank. For understanding sample, I just created that one, but that is good. You got your concept. Ch on Shashank colon. You will give like this for changing the ownership. First was the user colon group and give the file name. Okay. If you want to change ownership for all files and folders, use -r. Just like chmod we have it. -r. -r means recursive. Recursive. So in each and every command, the R means recursive only in Linux. Either it is a small r or it is a capital R. It is recursive. Mostly. And give star. So now what happens? Now Shashank is sample and everything is Shashank only. Go to logs. There is a file called myfile. That is also Shashank. The sample is one script. Now you can edit this script. Now we will see if loop. How to check if. We will do arithmetic operation. What is arithmetic operation? Comparison between two numbers. So I set a variable called a equal to 10, b equal to 20. A equal to 10 and b equal to 20. I am giving, look, understand, learn the syntax. If $a equal to $b, then echo they are equal. Else echo they are not equal. Okay, and end it. So what is this $a? Just like $path. What is $path? The value of the variable. So to get a value of the variable, we will use $. $user, $shell, $java home, all are $. So $, means it's to get the value of a variable. So same thing, A is a variable, B is a variable. Okay, and I assign one value. Maybe it is maybe a string or is a number. Okay, by default shell understood what string it is. Even if you give this as a 10, 20 as a string also, you understand this is a number. Then if it finds a numerical value, it finds it is as a number. So when you compare, you need to use -eq. This is what comparison is. So this is a if structure. If and square bracket and give the variable comparison, then semicolon, then. You need to give one value, else you need to give one value, 5. Okay. Shall I run this? Now what will be the output? Can you tell me? See what this is doing? We are comparing two variables, right? First variable is 10 and second variable is 20. I am checking if 10 equal to 20. Then what? Echo they are equal. Since they are not equal, you should get the value like they are not equal. Shall we run it? We will run it. So how to run? /. sample. So it will exit everything and we are getting they are not equal. Okay. So we will remove all this. Okay. Now what? Now anything else? This is arithmetic operation, arithmetic comparison. Equal to, less than is LT. If A is less than B, then I'm just changing it is like A is less than B, yes. Otherwise, no. Yes or no questions? Okay, yes or no. Now, what is the answer? Yeah, looking into the script, what is the answer?
Yes.
Yes, because 10 is less than 20. Now run this command. Yes. Now again, greater than. What is the value? So it will be GT. What is the how to run it? What is the output? No. Now equal to, less than, greater than, anything else? Not equal to. Not equal to is NE. NE. What is the output? Yes. They are not equal. Right? Not equal to. Okay, you got my point? I don't want to give you values in the script. I want to give from outside. In the script itself, I'm going to give values. What I can. That is what we another concept of scripting. The first variable will be $1. First variable will be $1. Second variable will be $2. 100th variable will be $100. So here I have only two variables. So the first variable should be given to first variable is $1, right? And second variable is $2. So now I am accepting two variables from inputs in the script itself. So how will you give sample 10, 20? What is the output? You should know the script. What is the script? Our script is just checking it is not equal to. So you want to run 10, 20 for example. Then it is yes. So if I give 10, 10, why it is now?
It's equal.
They are equal because we are comparing not equal to. So it should be equal to no. You got my point? So this variable has been taken like this. The first variable is $1. $1 is the first variable, $2 is the second. This is also an interview question. If you pass variables, how will you get the variables from the console? So you need to mention like that. For variables are assigned like first variable as $1, second variable as $2, like that. Enough. So that is what question can be asked in scripting. Now what? I can assign the variable to another variable. I can assign one variable to another variable. $1 is a variable. One is a variable actually there for parameters. Means what arguments you are giving. First argument $1, second argument $2. So that is a variable. That is an output. I can assign that to A. I can assign that to, you understand? A is equal to the first variable. B is equal to the second variable. I can use A here and B here. Okay. No need to change with the environment variables everywhere where your script is. Only change at the top. That's it. Same 10, 10. What is output? We are checking not equal to. We are checking not equal to. Means 10, 20 will be yes. Right? 10, 10 will be 10, 5 will be yes, not equal to. So always checks not equal to.
We give the A and B slash E.
Let's see what the output. What do you think is the output? We got no, but we got error. We got no, what you got the error. What is the error? And the line 6, A is an integer expression. And what we have given the input? No, what we have given the input? A and B. What is A and B? A and B are strings or word or character. It's not number. That is what I told you. Whenever you compare that one with LT, LE, and NE, script understands that the parameter should be numbers. Your doubt is clear. Okay. So how can you compare strings? For comparing strings, you need to use like this. Equal to means they are same, right? We'll try that. AB. Why no? They are not same. Now give AA. Yes. Okay. Vivek. Rohit. No, they are not same. Yes. Whether this is same, Vivek and Vivek, they are not same. Yeah. So they are comparing with the complete strings. Now string comparison is there. Now again. How to give not equal to? You can give exclamation this one. So if they are not equal to, we'll give yes. If they are same, we'll get no. So we'll try that. So what will the output here? Yes. And we give Vivek. No. Yeah. So not equal to is like this. Our condition may be like that. Some condition may be like we have to compare not. And some condition we have to compare yes. Means equal to. So this is how you string compare. So we have learned arithmetic comparison and string comparison. So don't forget it with if loop. So if structure is the idea. Okay, in scripting always use if. Now come to our scripting. I executed one command called uptime. Sample. I want to check if this output is success. Run something. Got my point? How to check this? This is one interview question also. They will ask you to write one program script which tells that when my command is success, whatever command you execute, it's success, print something. Here is where you need to think every time. How to get a command is success or not? Question mark, not zero. Question mark. So if $question mark is 0, then the command is success. So we can compare it with if, right? How? $question mark should be equal to 0. Then it is success. Yes. Now we will type uptime. Sample, no output is required. Sample, uptime, we got uptime and we got this. And now we are executing some error, even though we are getting 2 errors, U and P time. There is no command like U and P time. So we will give an error like U command doesn't exist. That is first error. Second one, it should give the no. Right now. You got my point? Because shell is a parser. Shell script is a parser. So it runs one by one commands. So wherever you find an error, it will throw error over there and proceeds. Now we will run sample 2 errors. See, sample U command not found. and we got no, because our question mark dollar is actually some other number. It will be 127. How to print that? You can print that also. How to print? You can print after it. Echo dollar question mark. Right now, you can print here also. Echo dollar question mark. Now run the sample. What is the value? Why 0? Why 0? It should not be 0.
The previous comment is correct.
Yes. In script, previous command is correct. So always think of this one. Question mark always checks the previous command. Here the previous command echo yes is true. That is the reason why you got this one. Then how to print it? How to print it? There comes our substitution. Result equal to dollar question. Now I catch the dollar question to some variable. Now you cannot use dollar question here because this is success. Here, this is success command. Even though it is a variable command, I can use result. If dollar question mark not equal to 0, now you can prove that result also because that variable won't change. Question mark values changes every time whenever you execute a command. So what I will catch that variable to some other variable. Now you echo dollar result. So dollar result, what is there? This will be same. This will be same. This will be same. That is what our requirement is. Okay. Now run. You got my point? Sometimes you tend to error like this. So you should understand that what is executing properly. You should understand. Yeah? This is very important. Very, very important. Okay? You should stop here. Lot of things. Huh? That's right. Okay? Remember everything. Remember it. You write it down. Okay? Anyway, we have recording. You don't need to worry.
Record feed.
Huh?
Record feed. Full session.
Not full sessions. In between the class, what you have done, not only on the screen, it is static. Okay. What happens is that if I record what is there in the board, you will just listen my voice. What is there I draw, you will not get it. So that doesn't suit correct. So that's the reason. Okay.